It has finished here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. WOKING 2, Altrincham 3. It's a fantastic afternoon for Altrincham Football Club, and Phil Parkinson, the Altrincham manager, joins us. Phil, over the 90 minutes, very good value for that win, I think.
I think so. I mean, they had a lot of territory in the end, didn't they? Because they were trying to get a goal back, and we probably sat a little bit deeper. So I heard people talk about game management last week. There's a prime example of it in terms of we tried to do it last week, it didn't work. We've done it this week, it worked in terms of the personnel to nullify their aerial threats, which I felt we did really well in the second half there. So yeah, I think on a first half showing, I thought we were good value in terms of the way we played. We were a little bit sloppy at times, but I think you saw what we're trying to achieve in the first half, and then second half you saw a team who had a lot of resilience, and we're going to have to show that to get anywhere this season. I mean, to come to Woking, just from a geographical point of view, is difficult for us, and then obviously how well they did last season, the recruitment that's gone on here, what a good manager Darren is, the experience that he's got, how he sets his teams up. It's always going to be a really difficult task for us to come here, perform the way we did, and there's more to come from us. So as much as I'm saying it's a good performance, I'd like us to dictate play a little bit more in the second half. Full credit to Woking, they didn't allow that, and our lads did what they needed to do to get the win.
The quality of the goals was absolutely top notch.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you've seen two teams scoring goals that they sort of work on and try and achieve to win games. So we've scored 3 from open play there. They've got 2, one from a cross in the box, one from a set piece. I'm not pleased at all about that, but ultimately if we want to play a certain way, we've got to recruit players who are comfortable on the ball, and sometimes that sacrifices that power, that sort of defensive mindedness, but we're getting better with that each week. And again, you saw exactly why we brought Ethan to the club. He should have got that last week in terms of the save that he made, should have been enough to see it through, and he saved us right at the death there.
It felt like deja vu. Elliot Osborne committed a foul just outside the penalty area. We knew what was going to happen next. Parry-Gammond stepping up, and to be fair, it's another great free kick, but Ethan has stepped up to the plate there. Yeah,
I'm not going to lie, I felt exactly the same. You just sometimes in football you feel the writings on the wall, and when it was Elliot, and he's been superb, like Elliot's been a standout player this pre-season and start of the season. It would have been really difficult for him to take that one because he's played so well, give everything, and then to concede a free kick. And like you said, when he's lining it up, you just think, oh, here we go again. But I think it took a deflection as well, so it made an even better save from Ethan, and the follow-up, so it wasn't just that the follow-up action where we've cleared it, just said everything about the performance today.
Woking did have a very good spell in the middle section of the first half. Again, we've conceded from a set piece, which we've not defended particularly well. And Rhys Grego-Cox really shouldn't be winning headers in our penalty area. No,
I made that very clear to the lads, and they know, and if they don't improve in it, they won't play. Somebody else will come and take the spot. So we've got to do better with that, or we'll have to, again, change personnel. But listen, how well did they do in terms of James and Baines? He was superb for the majority of the game, and then they'll be devastated with that a lad's able to get a header in there. But ultimately they controlled the ebb and flow of the game from the back line, which we try and achieve with our centre halves, and unfortunately that's the bit we've got to do better on, and we will.
We took 4 points from Woking last season. Could have easily have been 6 apart from Amon's free kick here that gained them a point. A win here now, first away game of the season. It's really exciting times for the football club.
Well, to get 4 points in the opening week, no one would have had us down as a win today, would they? They would have looked at, obviously, the result that Woking got at Kidderminster, and we knew there'd be a reaction because we knew they were below par by their standards in that game, and I felt we played quite well on our opening game and didn't get what we deserved. So you probably felt, is this how it's going to turn out? Because again, football has a funny way of being predictable at times, even though you don't want it to be. We had to change that, and what I was so pleased with, we played without any fear. We played without fear, any pressure. That's all on myself and Neil to a degree in terms of the way we want our lads to play. And you'll come in for criticism for that in terms of if you get caught out, but we haven't been caught out playing out. We've been caught out from a cross into the box, a set piece, and there are areas for improvement for us. But let's be honest, that's where Woking will score against the majority of teams. So it's not like you're conceding because everyone calls it your Achilles heel. It's because they're very, very good at it, and guess what, we're really good at open play football, and that's where our goals come from. So they'll be frustrated that we've scored the goals we have, because they will have been set up all week to stop us, and we're frustrated that they've scored the goals they have. But you can't have it both ways, so we'll keep working to improve on that, and hopefully we can go again on Tuesday. But again, it'll be another gargantuous task for us, because York have really had a go this season. They're a massive club, as we've known in the past, and they'll have a great support. I haven't seen any results today, so I'm sure it'll be a real tough game for us.
Yeah, I believe York have lost 1-0 at home to Kidderminster, but we're going there on the back of 6 consecutive victories, and it's a bit of a worry that, because that run's got to end at some point, but there's no reason why we can't go and get 3 points on Tuesday night.
Yeah, you said it, didn't you, Brian? I didn't want to bring that up, but obviously, yeah, it will at some point, but we've got to not have that in our mind. We've just got to be focused on how we're going to win the game, because that's what we'll do. We'll go there to win. We never set up not to not win, if that makes sense to you. We set up to make sure we're on the front foot and trying to win the game, not stay in the game, and that's kind of a bit of our identity and what we've always been about since we come in 2017. So really pleased with today. I say to the lads, you've got 24 hours to enjoy it or get over it, so we'll enjoy the trip back, but we'll be focused come again Monday and ready to go.
And they've really put a shift in today. There's going to be some tired limbs tomorrow. 2 games in 4 days. All managers in the league will be thinking about if they rotate their squads or how they rotate their squads, and I'm sure you're no different.
No, we've got a plan. Hopefully it won't be affected by any knocks or niggles. I won't know till tomorrow, so we have a plan in terms of how we were going to go into that game. We know we've got a squad that we feel confident everyone can contribute, but we'll just have to see on how everybody is over the weekend.
Congratulations on a fantastic start to the season, and well played to the team today. Brilliant performance, and really well cheered on by the Alty fans. I
just wanted to make that point there. I know our away support is something that the Kings of the Gulf Road in particular really trying to drive, and I just want to say it's much appreciated, and we can't thank you enough, because without you we can't get them extra yards that we need to make at the end when it's tough. So can only say thank you for all your support that you've done. It's a long way to come.